We're going to take a look at a simple regression. So in regression analysis, we're taking two continuous variables, say x and y, and developing an equation that can predict y based on the actual values of x. This is a powerful tool to estimate the relationship between two variables. So let's say y is something like the stock price for a company, like Microsoft, and x is one of the stock indices. We'll say the S&P 500. If we plot these two variables and just hypothetically, let's say that we have some data points that look something like this in this scatter plot here on the right. A simple regression is going to try to find the best fitting straight line through these data points. So we'll create a line of best fit, and the line of best fit minimizes the vertical square distance between the projected value for a given x, so that line, and what the actual value is. So the difference between this point and the line down here, that distance, and then that distance for every single point. And it gets when you sum all those differences together, these smallest of those differences, that's how you determine the line of best fit. So we can express this equation with y hat. That means the predicted value of y. So that's not the actual y that we see. The y hat would be the y values for this line, the predicted values. Now that y hat is equal to a. A is the constant or the intercept. So a is the value of y when x equals 0. So that will get your point right here where it crosses the y-axis. So we take that the y hat equals a plus b times x. So x is our x variable, the value goes in there. B is the slope of the line of best fit. So the slope is the rate of change of y per unit change in x. So what's simple when your simple regression does doing this criteria that minimizes these vertically squared distances is that it develops the prediction equation. So it develops the y equals a plus b times x. So the value of y when x equals 0 and b is the slope, the rate of change per unit in x. So we estimate the values for a and b. So for an example of equation, just picking some numbers, your equation would say something like y hat equals 17.3 plus 1.81 times x. So the x will remain in there as a variable, as a letter, and the y hat will remain in there as a variable.